My name is Michael. I'm from a small town called Elgin outside of Austin, so small town Texas boy. I live in Grand Prairie, which is right in between Dallas and Fort Worth. I lived there for 3 years now with my wife. I did the fast track service, if you will. I graduated high school in May of 2002. I went to boot camp in August. Then I went to infantry school right after that. And I went from infantry school at Camp Pendleton, California, straight to Kuwait. About 4 weeks later, we went into Iraq during the invasion of 2003, and I was severely wounded just south of Baghdad by a Syrian jihadist. He shot me 8 times, mostly in the extremities, but a couple times in my bulletproof plate. Got out of there, recuperated over numerous months, and then they medically retired me. I graduated high school, and then I was out of the Marine Corps a little over 2 years later. So with a kind of a 40-year experience all crammed into 2 years. I was flown from the battlefield in Iraq to the Kuwait hospital there, and they did the initial surgery to kind of stabilize me. Then I was flown to Germany, where I spent 2 weeks in Landstuhl, Germany. Did a couple of surgeries, mostly on my right wrist, which I lost a couple of bones, and they had to reconstruct the wrist, and my humerus bone in my arm, which was shattered, so they were redoing surgeries on that. So I stayed there for a couple of weeks, and that was actually the same exact time that Jessica Lynch was there, so that was kind of a media fiasco there. Then they flew me to Bethesda, Maryland, spent several weeks there, a couple more surgeries. Then they flew me back home here in Austin, and I would do an outpatient there at Brooke Army Medical Center in San Antonio for about 3 or 4 months. And then finally back to my home base at Camp Pendleton, where I was doing occupational therapy, and they medically retired me, and got out of the Marines, and still do occupational therapy, you know, with my hands and stuff, just to keep them in good shape. I got into golf when I was about 10. My father plays golf, and all I wanted to do was drive the cart. And so he'd take me out to the golf course, and I would drive the cart. And eventually I got interested enough to actually play, and started playing golf, and played all throughout high school, and then obviously took a big hiatus. However, after I got shot, I couldn't be in the infantry anymore in the Marines, so they decided to transfer me to the other side of the base to where I could file income taxes for other Marines. So I go from being this hard-charging, in-the-dirt grunt infantry Marine to filing income taxes, and it was really not what I wanted to do. It was kind of depressing being over there doing that, and I was away from all my friends, you know. And however, the good thing was I was about 2 blocks from the base golf course. So in my off time, I would just walk on over there. I'd play golf all the time. And it really helped me recuperate the strength in my arms and my hands. And I got to play with colonels and generals, you know, just out there playing golf. And it was a lot of fun. So that was the one bright spot of that situation. Golf has helped a lot in my recovery. When I was there, my morale was, you know, kind of down, and golf was the bright spot where I got to compete. It boosted my self-esteem, you know, it got me interacting with people. My aunt sent me a link on Facebook last year regarding the Warrior Open, and I wanted to play. I actually applied. I just didn't have a certified handicap, and they told me what I had to do to get that, and at the time I was in my 2nd year of my business, and it was kind of asking a lot to put my business on hold to come play in this, so I just kind of put it to the side. But this year I got my handicap, my business is kind of running on its own, so I was like, I'm gonna go play in it. I've been playing really well lately, actually, and I'm hoping that I play well. If I break 80 and shoot in the 70s, I'll be thrilled. If not, I'll be just as happy that I get to play and compete